Hi everyone. I'm gonna continue. Every time the phone ring, my body ache because I think it's a bad news because for the last 8 years I lost account how many times she rushed herself to the emergency room with panic, with palpitations, and now she's have a thyroid that she's supposed to remove, and she couldn't more than 3 years because the court is going on for 8 years and her health deteriorating. So now she called me and she said to me, as I was talking, she called me and I told my house, oh my gosh, ask if it's bad news for me prepare myself, because I get scared all the time when I hear the phone. I can't sleep in peace and I cannot shut off the phone, afraid of anything happen during the night. So she called me now and told me that finally she spoke to a guy in the Jersey City court, and the guy tell her that she can send a letter for this judge. Imagine, she's going to the court because the landlord is dragging her to court because throwing her out. So I've been telling her, you go to the front of the judge, tell her what they're doing to you. But the problem is that she have a panic. She has to write everything. This mother spent since the baby was 14 months old that the biological father took her to court with no notice. After he said, I don't want this child, he comes back to take the child from her, to abuse. That's the only thing he did. Every word I say is true. I never thought in my life the court system is so cruel and take advantage of people like me and my niece. I have to put the dog out. So, just a second, please. So then she called me now and she said, Aunt, I wrote a letter and they say to bring evidence. And then I say, please do not forget. But the problem is, you see, she's not going to remember this. This is the letter that the lawyer, instead the lawyer tell the judge, stop the visitation, because every time my niece wait a year for the trial to say, please let me go home, I want my full custody, and he's abusing my child, they say no. And that the biological father put infection on this girl, the private parts, because he knows the protectives over the child. They've been over 3 years, since the baby was 3 years old in the case, never tell the truth. I am not afraid to tell the truth. This is the truth. They lie. We have the tape that my niece in November 2019, when the baby coming home and say, Mommy, he did it again, Mommy, he hurt me. And then the protective service child coming 15 days after, when the baby take 10 days of antibiotic for urine infection. Now, I don't know if I'm saying it right because I can't read the doctor who writing, but infection. is the only one touch the baby. The mommy trained the child. I have videos. The mommy trained the child since she started walking, because we knew that he'll come back. And when he come back when she's 40 months old, I knew why he come back. How can a father that has no child of his own, he's from, oh my gosh, I forgot. Oh, my mind is blank now. He's from, all right, let me ask. Because we're from Brazil, and he's from Jeffrey, where is the father is from?
Where?
Haiti, right? Haiti.
Uh-huh.
So, anyway, so that's, now my niece is calling me and talk about the evidence, and I wish I'd be there with her. I wish they let me speak in her behalf, because as she's walking court, her body aches, her heart started racing, and her mind frozen. Now she told me, Auntie, I wrote it like 12 pages. I say, you cannot forget this, you cannot forget that, but I'm not there with her. And usually they don't let me speak in her behalf. So this is a letter that instead the lawyer sent to the judge. We beg. I spoke to this lawyer. She spoke alone, and then me and her spoke to this lawyer. This lawyer, he should lose his license. That's why I wish I have money. And I wish justice would be done. Because this lawyer, the mommy asking him, please, you tell the judge that he's going to do anything to stop my relocation. He's going to do it again. Because every time he do something, when my daughter was 3 years old, he did put infection on her. And DIFES, the Protective Service of the Child, the agency that I wish can mention their names, especially one, this guy, this man, he's tortured psychologically this mother and this child, telling this child that he has the power to give her anytime he wants for the biological father. And when he go and interview this child, when she almost 6 years old, in November, no, she had the infection November 17, November 2019. They took 2 weeks to come to interview the child. 2 weeks later, 12 December 12. So my niece say, Auntie, put a recorder there. She put the cell phone and she put a camera. She told me, Auntie, I'm telling you, they're going to lie again. And she did it. And luckily, the one from the camera did not work right. Didn't record the whole thing. But she put the cell phone, and the cell phone went through for the whole hour. 38 minutes. 38 minutes. And the one she put in the camera didn't go through and was not so clear. And we have this. If she did not replace the tape, I could not be here telling you they lie. They did not show the judge what the child told them. They questioned the child, a woman and a man, which the man not supposed be there, because my niece, the mommy, prior that day, made a complaint against this man because the baby was so afraid of him. Her child, my little green niece, was afraid of this man because he threatened her to give her anytime he wants to the biological father. Because every time Because at this time, when he said that, my niece, the mommy, have a strain water against him. Because every time he hurt the girl, the mommy tried to hold the baby. But the judge said, put back. Obligated the mother give the child back to the man. I cannot describe it to you the pain that this child cried. I wish I have all the videos here. Now, a lot of them here. Wait a second. This, all the videos here. The baby showing the mommy. Mommy, he showed me. The dog is calling me again. I gotta open the door. The baby telling the mommy. And the mommy recorded the baby say, Mommy, he showed me you born my hand. He showed me to me lie that you born my hand. And we have the evidence. We have that. The police reported the baby telling the police, he showed me to lie that my mommy born in my hand. Can you believe in 8 years of court, in the protective of a child, 3 years knocking her door, torture psychologically this mother, and the child watching, the mommy asking, let me show you this, let me tell you what he do to my child, and they don't want to hear. For the first time, the woman from Davis, and she speak our language from Portugal, and she don't even want to talk to me. They shut my mouth, they wanted me shut. Protective over the child, do not talk to me. Because they know I know who they are. They know I know what they did to this mother. They responsible for this baby being abused for 3 years. When they interview the child, and they lock this child in a bedroom and telling the mommy, there is no abuse. This child was crying for 20 minutes. She was trapped, her arm in the cord of the blind of the curtain of the window. And this man, this agent from Davis, that I wish I met his name, and one day, before I die, I want to be alive, because this man caused this child, this mother, so much pain, because he believed every word the child molester told him, and once give her child to this man. This man did not allow the mother go to the room. What happened is, when they want to interview this baby, 12 days after the baby was hurting, take antibiotic, crying 3 days, say, Mommy, this time he spent it too long, Mommy, hurting me. That you know what you mean. Because I don't know what I can say here. I'm afraid they should be stopping me. But I hope don't let they should be stopped. Because this is for save a child. This is the truth. A child suffer being abused for years because the court system believe in Davis. Because the judges believe in Davis, not the mother. And took 6 years for one judge allow me speak in her behalf. Because she have panic syndrome. She cannot control her heart. But this mother begged each judge, each doctor. I was with her. One of those doctors. She's a woman. I beg her, please tell the judge this man abused this child. You know what she did? She changed doctor. She passed my niece to other doctor. they could save this child. All the doctor has to do and tell the judge, this child be molested. My niece begged them. They disappear. We went after them. We went after 3 of them. The one the baby was the beginning, when the baby was 2 years old, when the baby was 3 years old, when the baby was 5 years old. They disappear. My niece never could find them. We never could find them. It's very frustrated when you don't have money. Like, I don't know writing English. I don't know technology. All my savings, I spend going back and forth. And my niece, the mommy, is spending over $200,000 in lawyers in 5 years. The $100,000 left that she saved for the college for her child is gone. Every penny. The last lawyer, took $40,000. She did not put me to be witness. I beg her, put me as a witness. This pedophile just afraid of me. He's not afraid of lawyer, because lawyer doesn't mention about what Dives did. Lawyer say one word, at least her. She sending all the evidence for the court, but all evidences have to be explained, each one of them. Like, for example, send this letter for the court. The judge is not gonna know that this lawyer sent this letter this lawyer sent the letter, instead send to the judge as my niece requested him. He sent this letter for the child molester lawyer, telling him, no touch. He says, no touch. I heard they touch the girl. We relocation. Apparently, I'm not saying the name of the baby, was very upset that the biological father cleaning or touching her private parts at some point in time. This is bullshit. They writing things so light.